We have to remember that there is a God in heaven, and he has given his laws. They're not the 10 suggestions. They're the 10 commandments. And so for a nation to thrive, blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. All right? The righteous resist the wicked, right? And wickedness is defined by the rejection of God's laws. I really enjoyed the Republican debate last night on many levels. The only time that child killing was mentioned was when Ted Cruz said that New York values are pro-abortion or pro-choice, whatever he said, and pro-gay marriage. Those were the two throwaway lines for the whole debate. Actually, at least he said them, so they weren't throwaway lines. Of the 2 of the 4 top sins that cry to God for vengeance. The Bible teaches, Christian theology confirms, submits to the fact that the chief crime that cries to God for vengeance is the shedding of innocent blood. Now, those of you who believe in the scriptures would do well to read 2 Kings chapters 21 through 24. 2 Kings 21 through 24. It's the story of Manasseh, who was the king of Judah, and then what he did with sacrificing children. And then what happened during the lifetime of Josiah. Manasseh was a boy king who reigned for well over 40 years, if my memory is correct, over 50 years, and killed God knows how many thousands and thousands of babies. Josiah came along, also a child king who reigned a long time, decades, and he broke the back of child killing, but God said it's too late. Because of the sins of Manasseh and the blood that he shed, I'm going to bring judgment. But note something. This took generations, multiple decades, from the beginning of child sacrifice to the destruction of Judah and Jerusalem. The blood cried out that whole time. And finally, vengeance came. So in these presidential debates, we have to remember the priorities that emanate from heaven. If somehow God gave us radar that was perfectly tuned to what heaven could hear, and we were to get close to the garbage dumps of our major cities, we would hear the howl of human blood from the babies whose blood ended up in our landfills and in our sewer systems. So, as we watch what the insurgents are doing during this election cycle, we need to remember that there is a God in heaven. He has given laws, he has given priorities, and ultimately our duty is to see that civil government reflects those laws. And what we need to do during these hours and days and weeks when the insurgents are pushing back the establishment is we need to run through that gap with the banner of truth and justice as given by heaven and fight to get this republic back to righteousness. You can be a part of that solution.